Hi everyone, we'll be starting in a few moments. Okay, so far we have 39 viewers, amazing. Yes, from one of the top comments, you can see that you have a chance to win an e-voucher worth 1,500 pesos. So stay tuned to find out how to win one.
So also don't forget to make sure to comment down your questions below. Okay. Okay. Hello, good afternoon.
So let's start.
In a minute. In a minute.
So again, if you stay tuned until the end of the live stream, you'll have a chance to win 1,500 worth of voucher.
Yes, because we will be also giving out trivia questions, so please don't miss out on that. Hello everyone. I hope you're all doing good mga kababayan because we surely are.
That's right, it is a beautiful day here in Kaohsiung, Taiwan, and we are both excited to be here.
So why don't we introduce ourselves first? I am Joanna Jane Layas, a first-year PhD student under the Institute of Biomedical Science here in Taiwan.
And my name is Heli Reyes, taking up International Master Program in Asia-Pacific Affairs.
And we are your hosts for today's opening of the 2022 Virtual Taiwan Education Fair in the Philippines.
It's the time of the year again, mga kababayan, all thanks to the Taiwan Education Center in the Philippines.
Yes, it is. And the Taiwan Education Center Philippines has been organizing annual education fairs since 2018. These education fairs has helped many students like us to our journey into studying abroad.
Absolutely. And just by going online, you can learn more about the universities, take a look at the campuses, and discover more about the student life here in Taiwan, all from the comfort of your homes. Isn't that great?
Yes, it is. And from what I've heard, for the entirety of the fair, you can learn more about the admission process of about 40 universities, and you can chat with representatives from the universities to have your questions and inquiries answered.
That's amazing. We will also meet and catch up with some of the Filipino students here in Taiwan.
And I am excited to meet them. But wait, there's more.
There's more?
Yes, of course there's more. The fair also prepares prizes for our weekly lottery draws, so make sure to stay tuned and to register on the link that we will provide. So you don't want to miss on the opportunity to learn more about studying in Taiwan and also to win awesome prizes at the same time.
I, for one, don't want to miss that. And neither should you, so make sure to stay tuned until the end of the video because there's a chance for you to win 1,500 pesos worth of voucher.
And of course, by the end of this video, we will be also asking trivia questions, and we will pick 25 lucky winners for today's lottery draw.
So make sure to stay tuned. So, if you're interested in pursuing higher education in Taiwan,
and you don't want to miss out on your options,
then just keep on watching. Okay, so to kickstart our education fair,
let us welcome the Director of the Taiwan Education Center Philippines, Dr. Mitch Ming Chi Cho, for the opening remarks.
Okay.
Hello everyone, I am Mitch Chow. I'm the Director of Taiwan Education Center in Philippines. Welcome all of you to the open ceremony of the Taiwan Higher Education Fair. It's located in the north of Philippines within the 2-hour flight distance and without any time differences. Taiwan is quite convenient for a journey to and fro. Every Taiwan university provides scholarship programs, and we welcome all of the prospective students to pursue degree studies in Taiwan, enjoying the education diversity and freedom. And this year, the TEC Philippines is pleased to present 67 universities across Taiwan joining the fair. On October 1st and 2nd, the fair will arrange each one of them providing a brief academic introduction. And you are all very welcomed to invite all of your friends and classmates to attend this event and to get to know much of the higher education in Taiwan. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so
Okay. Thank you, Director.
Thank you so much for that insightful opening remarks.
You know, Taiwan is really a good place to pursue your education abroad. And let me tell you something, John. Next month actually marks my 1-year anniversary of staying here in Taiwan. So I'm pretty much excited about that.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, but from what I heard, you've been here a little bit longer, right?
Yes. I have been in Taiwan for almost 3 years now, and I would
Wow.
probably stay longer than that.
Wow, 3 years. So how
Yeah.
are you liking Taiwan so far?
All in all, Taiwan is a comfortable country for me.
It is.
Has a, it feels homey and accepting. The weather is good. You know, there's this change in seasons coming from someone who was born in a tropical country. But yes, it is very comforting and safe.
For sure.
Yes. What about you?
Well, I think Taiwan is really a friendly and conducive place for students, especially us, international students. And yeah, there's a lot of opportunities here, both in the university and outside. So I think it's really a good place to consider if you're planning to study abroad.
Okay.
Okay. And also, it was easy for me to get accustomed to the cities, to the weather, and the food. Speaking of food, I want to know what's your favorite.
There's a lot to mention, but the one I'm craving right now is xiao long bao.
Oh, I was about to say the same thing.
Maybe we could get some later.
Definitely.
Yes. So, how do you feel? What are your favorite things to do here in Taiwan? You know?
One of my favorite things to do in Taiwan that is not related to school is to just maybe walk around the city or around our district at least. I think it's really peaceful and it's safe, like really safe
Really
no matter
safe.
what time of the day.
Yes, no matter what time of the day. I actually agree because I also do that. I walk around, just taking the scenery in and just getting a breath of fresh air after my lab work.
I think it's important, especially if you're a graduate student. You need to allow yourself that time to relax.
Yeah, now that's our personal experience.
Yes, that's our personal experience. But I want to know about the experience of other Filipino students, right?
Yes, we actually have 3 guests with us today that will be sharing their testimonials about why they choose to study in Taiwan.
Okay, so we have 3 special guests. So why don't we meet the first one now?
Now, without further ado, let's welcome our first guest.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
Hi, Helly and Joel. Hi, everyone.
Okay, so would you please tell our viewers a little bit about yourself?
Hi, my name is Ina Marie Verzola. I recently graduated Masters of Science in Physics, and now I am a first-year PhD student here in Taiwan.
Okay, so you said you did your master's. Is it here in Taiwan?
Yes.
Okay, so how long have you been staying in Taiwan?
I've been here for almost 3 years now.
Oh, 3 years,
Oh, 3
almost
years.
the same as
Almost the
you.
same.
Okay. So I heard that you prepared a presentation for us today to tell us more about your program and your life here as a student. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
So we will let you take over the stage. So
Okay.
again, reminding everyone to comment down your questions if you have questions. So to have the opportunity to win some prizes.
Okay.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Today I will be talking about the 4 main reasons why I chose to pursue my graduate studies here in Taiwan. The first reason is that Taiwan is only a 2-hour flight away from Manila, so it is a short distance away from the Philippines. So even though I study abroad, I am still aware that home is just close by. And then also, when you come here to study and then you suddenly miss home, miss your family or friends, you can easily and affordably book a flight home, or your family and friends can also come here and visit you, since Filipinos have a visa-free entry privilege in visiting Taiwan. Okay, so the second reason why I chose to study here in Taiwan is because of the safety. So In fact, in the past couple of years, when the whole world is in lockdown, Taiwan is still considered to be a safe place to be during the COVID surge. People who are here in Taiwan can still travel around the island, and we also continued to have face-to-face classes in the university. And speaking of the safety, we also can walk safely here alone at night, and then people are very kind and they will not bother you. The third reason why I chose to study here in Taiwan is because of the growing community of Filipino students. So we have here a lot of scholars from diverse background. We have students from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And then if you suddenly miss Filipino foods, there are a lot of Pinoy restaurants or Pinoy stores that can be located nearby. And then the fourth reason why I chose to study here in Taiwan is the high quality of education that prepares the students to have a great job prospect in the future. So I have witnessed a lot of Filipino students who got their degree here in Taiwan and then immediately got hired in excellent job positions. So some of them, I have here the recent Filipino PhD graduates who are now working in excellent institutions. So the first one is Dr. Phoebe Nicole Perez. She is now a Science and Technology Fellow in the Department of Science and Technology, Philippine Council for Health Research. The second one is Dr. Genevieve Macam. She is now working in one of the top universities in the Philippines as an associate professor in the National Institute of Physics, UP Diliman. And the last one is Dr. Rovi Angelo. He is now a postdoctoral fellow at the Department of Physics, National Sun Yat-sen University here in Taiwan. So these are the four main reasons why I chose to study here in Taiwan, and I hope that these few experiences that I have shared can encourage you and inspire you to pursue your graduate studies here. Thank you and see you soon.
Okay, thank you, Ina, for a very insightful presentation.
Thank you. I actually agree with the safety.
For sure.
I feel really safe here,
And
you
also,
mentioned it.
and
yeah.
also Taiwan handled the COVID situation really well. And with regards to safety, I'm sure you can walk around Taiwan
at
no matter
night,
what
no
time
matter
of the
what
day
time.
and feel safe.
It feels really safe. And she also mentioned a sense of belongingness. So in her presentation, she showed AFST. So AFST is actually an association of Filipino scholars here in Taiwan. So whenever you miss home, we have a community, a whole community here for you.
Don't worry, we get together every once in a while. So it's like you have your family here in Taiwan.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ina.
Okay, thank you.
So then again, if you have questions, please comment down below so we can answer them for you.
Okay, so why don't we call on our next guest? So without further ado,
let's welcome our second guest.
Okay. Hi. Okay, you kind of look familiar. I think I saw your picture.
You kind of look familiar.
Okay, so would you please tell our viewers a little bit about yourself?
So I'm Rovi, and I just recently graduated from the Department of Physics. I just got my PhD degree, and now I'm working as a postdoctoral fellow in the same department.
Wow, so it sounds like you've
been
been
here
here for a while. So how long have you been here?
I've been here since 2016. Yeah.
Since
I
2016.
did my master's and PhD.
Okay, so you've been here in Taiwan, I think, far longer than we are. So can you tell us something? What is that one thing that you like doing here?
I think the most would be the food, especially they have this food here. They call it Rodzao Fan, and it's very similar to our Filipino dish called adobo. So it's really good.
See, I told you, it's like home.
It's like home, but yeah, I haven't tried it. I should, maybe later.
So here I can see that you also prepared a presentation, so we are looking forward
We're
to it.
looking forward to it. So now we will let you take over the stage and share your testimonials to our Filipino viewers.
Okay.
Thank you. So again, I'm Rovi, and I will be discussing my academic experiences here in Taiwan. So to start, let me just briefly introduce myself. So I came from Palawan, in the east side of west side of the Philippines, and then in 2016, I decided to pursue my graduate studies here in Taiwan. So I left home and started my graduate studies here. So I'm now going to start sharing my academic experience. And before I do that, let me just quickly give you a brief background about my research field. So my research, I'm majoring in computational physics. Basically, it's a combination of physics, mathematics, and computer science. In particular, I'm studying the material properties using the concept of quantum physics. So to do my research, I need to have access to fast computers. And fortunately, Taiwan provides us the world-class facilities. In fact, we have access in Taiwania, which is the supercomputer here in Taiwan. And it's not just the normal supercomputer. It's one of the most powerful supercomputers in the world. Right now, we have 3 supercomputers here in Taiwan. And then, so other than that, we also have other world-class research facilities. For example, National Synchrotron Radiation Research Center. So this is located in the northern Taiwan. So if you're familiar with the movie Iron Man 2, so it's similar to what Tony Stark did. So in this facility, you accelerate atomic particles nearly to the speed of light, and you will have some radiation that will be generated. So other than that, we also have access to Taiwan Semiconductor Research Institute, and it's one of the leading semiconductor facilities in the world. In fact, the TSMC recently just beat Intel in semiconductor production. Okay, so since we have access to research facilities, we can have very good research results. In fact, our team, we were featured in the Taiwan's Ministry of Science and Technology because our team was the first one to create this 2-dimensional material, and using experimental and theoretical approach, we were able to confirm our findings. So other than that, the universities here offers opportunities to attend international conferences for free. So for previous years before COVID, we went to Korea and Japan to share our results. So the learning here in Taiwan is not just confined to the lab. So in my experience, I also joined a lot of international activities here. So for example, I joined the International Dragon Boat in university, and these are some of my teammates. So majority of us came from the different countries. So here we also won some awards before, and here are some of my pictures in action. So since Taiwan is surrounded by sea, there's a lot of opportunities to do water-based sports. So in fact, in some universities here in Taiwan, they offer free physical education courses. Like for example, here windsurfing. So I enrolled in that course, and now I can do windsurfing. And then other than water-based activities, we can also do land-based sports. For example, I'm very avid fan of cycling. In fact, Taiwan has a very good cycling route is such that you can actually tour the whole island just riding the bicycle. And then lastly, if you're an international student here in Taiwan, the universities will take very good care of you, and then they will offer you other opportunities as well to adapt in the living situation here in Taiwan. So I think the most important one is to learn the language. So the universities here offer free Mandarin courses for international students. And then they also host international conferences, and to feature the culture of other students living here in Taiwan, they also host international festivals. So thank you. This is the end of my presentation. I hope I encourage you to pursue your graduate studies here in Taiwan, because we really have good research facilities here.
Okay, thank you. Thank you,
thank
Dr.
you.
Rovi, for the very informative and insightful presentation.
And congratulations, by the way, on your achievements. So the Filipino
Congratulations.
community is
Is proud
really
of you.
proud of you.
Yes, that's true. So to those who are interested in programs related to science and technology, Taiwan is surely a good country for you.
That's true. There are a lot of opportunities here, so make sure to do your research well.
So thank you again, Dr. Rovi. So if you have comments or questions, just comment down in the section below, and we will entertain your questions later.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr.
Thank
Rovi.
you, Dr. Rovi. So for our next stop, which is the
Oh,
most
okay.
awaited presentation, I'm sure, for everyone.
I'm sure everyone is wondering what are the possible scholarship grants available to you here in Taiwan. So,
So without further ado, let's welcome our last guest, who will be
guest.
talking about scholarships.
Okay. Okay, hi.
Hi.
Okay, so would you be able to tell the viewers a little bit about yourself?
Sure. 大家好. My name is Joaquin. I'm from Makati City, Philippines. It's my second year here in Taiwan, and I'm taking the master's in Asia Pacific Affairs.
Okay. Okay, so maybe since he is our last guest,
Yes.
to spice things
Let's
up a
spice
little
things
bit.
up a little bit.
Maybe we should have a little game.
Yeah, let's do a fast talk.
Fast talk. Okay.
Are you ready? Okay, come here closer.
Okay, do you have one or
Yeah, I can
Okay.
start. Okay, here goes. Mountain or sea?
Mountain.
So why mountain?
I hike a lot.
Here in Taiwan, you
Yeah.
hike on your free time.
Yeah.
Makes
Wow.
sense.
Wow.
Of course, I wouldn't hike during my classes, you know.
Why not? Okay.
Okay, for our next one, coffee or milk tea?
Milk tea.
Of course, you're in Taiwan,
In
but
the land of boba.
I want to know what flavor of milk tea.
The classic boba milk tea. Naicha with boba.
You can never go wrong with a
Yeah.
classic.
You never go wrong with a classic. Okay, this one. Xiaolongbao or stinky tofu?
I'd have to say xiaolongbao, but stinky tofu has a different appeal, you know, especially in hot pot.
Okay, so next, coming from the Philippines, winter or summer?
Winter.
Winter.
Definitely winter, right? Because the winter here is very comfortable. It's not too
Yeah,
cold.
there's no
Yeah.
snow.
No snow, but it's cold enough to wear
Yeah.
fancy
OOTDs.
OOTDs. Good. Okay, so now we will
Let you present.
take over the stage, and of course, I'm sure our viewers are waiting for your presentation. So
Okay, the floor is
the
yours.
floor is yours.
So hello. So I'll be presenting about some of the scholarships offered by Taiwan for Filipino students, or rather Filipino applicants. So, okay. So first off, we have the Huayu Enrichment Scholarship. This is for those who want to learn the Chinese language, especially that it's one of the most spoken languages in the world. So it's actually, there are more Chinese speakers than English speakers in the world. So it's definitely a must to learn Chinese. So if you're interested in learning about that, you can apply for the Huayu Enrichment Scholarship. So this scholarship gives out a grant of 25,000 NTD every month, which will cover your living expenses and tuition. So the duration of this program can be from 2 months up to 1 whole year. Okay. So the second scholarship that the Taiwanese government offers is the Ministry of Education Scholarship. So this scholarship is actually very generous, especially in the diversity of courses that you can take here in Taiwan. So the scholarship gives out a grant of 15,000 NTD for undergraduate awardees and 20,000 NTD for master's and PhD students. This is for every month. But aside from that, the MOE also covers your tuition fee and up to 40,000 NTD per semester. So if the tuition fee exceeds 40,000, then it's up to the university whether they will cover the remaining or not. So this also covers a duration of 4 years for undergraduate students and PhD students, and then 2 years for master's students. So next up is the International Cooperation and Development Fund Scholarship, or the Icdf Scholarship. So this scholarship gives a grant of 12,000 NTD for undergraduate students and 15,000 for master's students, plus 17,000 for PhD students. So this is very ideal for especially those in government, because this actually covers most courses related to government and public governance. So aside from the grant, this scholarship also covers accommodation, which you will, well, you should be staying in the student dorm of your chosen university. And then it also covers your tuition, your health insurance, textbook cost, and an economy class return ticket. Okay. So the scholarship also covers the whole duration of your program, whether you're undergraduate, master's, or a PhD student. So the last scholarship that I will share to you is the Elite Scholarship Program, which is for lecturers who want to pursue a graduate degree. So this is ideal for professors teaching in the Philippines if you want to have a higher degree of learning or acquire a higher degree. So this scholarship grants a stipend of 25,000 NTD per month, which would cover your tuition, thesis supervision, and living expenses. And this also covers the duration of 2 years for master's students and 3 years for PhD students. And yeah, so next. So aside from what I've mentioned, most universities here in Taiwan offer their own scholarships. So for example, if you didn't apply for the scholarships that I've shared, then you can also inquire for your universities of interest, whether they have scholarship programs or not. But really, most universities here have generous scholarship offers. So thank you very much. That's all, and good luck.
Okay, thank you so much, Joaquin, for that very insightful presentation. Okay, so don't forget that if you have any questions, feel free to comment them down below. Okay, so thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Joaquin.
Okay.
We'll be calling you later.
Okay. Okay, so there you have it, 3 Filipino students who share their experiences to us. Okay.
Okay, so now we will be entertaining the questions.
Okay, so again, if you have any questions that you think they can answer, feel free to comment.
Okay, so I found this question by Amanhula. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, but you have a question regarding APRC. So for the APRC, is we only get the APRC once we apply for a student visa here in Taiwan. We cannot have a permanent residency, the card, if we're only applying for a student visa. So in our case, in my case, I renew it every year. Okay. So like once I set foot in Taiwan, I got to apply for the APRC in the embassy.
At the embassy.
Yeah, at the embassy.
Also, but if you're a scholar of the government, you can renew it every 2 years.
Every 2 years, yes. But if you're a scholar of the university like me, it's just you have to renew it every year. So once you have your enrollment certificate and your acceptance letter, so you can apply, and then you get to renew it every time you get enrolled.
Okay, it's really easy. The university will surely guide you on the process.
Yes, the steps are very clear and very easy to understand. So, okay, we have another question by Carolina. Who? I'm really apologize if I mispronounce your name, but you ask for a question if it's okay to apply for work while studying. Yes, definitely, for sure. But you have to apply for a working permit on your university, in your in the Office of International Affairs, in your prospective university. So
Okay, since you'll be coming here as a student, you have to take note that there are limits to the working hours that you can take.
yes,
So in our case, yes, we can apply for a student work permit, which we have to renew every 6 months. And also you have to clarify with your university how many hours you can take.
yes. And
But
also,
you surely
yeah.
can find a part-time work.
Yeah, you surely can. And another question by Angeline Gili Duro. So you're asking about living allowances. This is a scholarship provide living allowances. So as previously discussed by one of our guests, there are scholarships that would provide monthly stipends, but it also depends on your arrangement with your
Yes.
professors or your prospective advisor. Like for graduate students, your advisor could actually offer to provide you living allowance in exchange for a lab work,
Okay,
of course,
so
at the same time,
when it
while
comes-
doing your thesis.
Yes. So when it comes to government scholarships, you can definitely check out on that on the TECO website. But when it comes to the university scholarships, you can check with the university directly.
Okay, so another question by Michaela Watanabe. So you were asking, do we need to pass a language test? Well, so in my case, I think coming from the Philippines, we did not take any language tests to be enrolled here in Taiwan because there are English courses that are offered
Yes.
enough for us to graduate for our master's or PhD.
Okay, so most likely, if your program here in Taiwan is English taught, you don't
Yeah.
need to take any language proficiency. But for us Filipinos, in my case, I had to provide a proof that all of my subjects back in the Philippines were taught in English.
Yes, for the enrollment, right?
Yes.
They were asking for like a certificate of English as a medium of instruction
Okay.
before we enroll.
But surely, if you're taking a Chinese program, definitely you have to at
Definitely.
least have knowledge with the language.
Yeah, with the language test. But well, for the entirety of the fair, you'll get to know about 40 universities, so you get to know their programs, what are the English courses, and if they need a language test. So you can definitely have your inquiries answered.
Okay.
So,
So
next,
do we have more questions?
here from Lexa, she asked, is it hard to study in Taiwan? So is it hard to study in Taiwan?
I think it depends on the person. It depends on your habits, your time management,
Yes.
and we are students here. I'm sure you know how it is if you're taking your bachelor's in the Philippines. So it can really be that different when you go to graduate school. Maybe a little bit more difficult, but you can do it.
Yeah, it definitely feels different because you're in a foreign country. We do understand that maybe at the first few months you would find it difficult to adjust with the cultural differences, especially in the language around you. It's understandable, but it fairly gets easy.
It is. And yes, it is subjective but remember, there will be challenges when you study abroad. So not only are you stressing about your academics, but you also have to do some adjustments on your part.
Yes.
Okay. What about the next question?
Okay, so we have Wilma
From
Naman.
Wilma Naman. Okay.
She's asking if there's an age limit in applying for studying in Taiwan.
Okay, so for the government scholarships, well, they always update it every year, so you might want to check with them directly. But for the universities, it really depends on the program.
Yeah, it depends on your program whether you're applying for a master's or a PhD degree
Okay, so again, make sure to inquire directly from the university.
from your prospective universities. Okay, so
Okay, so
we'll take a break and we will ask some trivia questions.
Okay, so
for everyone.
Later we'll come back to your questions, but
We
we
will come
also
back.
have questions of our own. Okay.
Okay, by the way, those we mentioned are already prospective winners of our lottery draw. So our first trivia question is very easy. So we'll be waiting. The first one to comment down will win the prize. Okay. Sorry, you can ask.
Okay, so the first question. What is the capital of Taiwan?
What is
Okay,
the capital
first one
of
is
Taiwan?
the answer. Again, you have a chance to win 1,500 pesos worth of voucher. Okay, so don't worry about the questions. We'll get back to
We'll
them
get
later.
back to them later. Just have a few
And
breaks.
if we can't answer them, we will take them into consideration. So in the next coming days, you can have your answer. Okay. What is the capital of
Okay,
Taiwan?
we have Chari Salvatierra Usores. Congratulations. It's Taipei.
Taipei.
It's the capital of Taiwan.
Okay, so you just won 1,500 pesos worth of voucher. So later we'll tell you how to claim your
How to claim
prize.
your prizes.
Okay.
So here,
So we asked
ask
about
another
the capital.
question. Yeah, we asked about the capital.
What about the former capital of Taiwan?
Does
Okay.
any one of you know the former capital of Taiwan?
Okay, before it became Taipei, what
Yeah,
is
before
the capital
Taipei.
of Taiwan?
I mean, for sure, it's just the same in the Philippines, right? We also have a former capital. Former
Former capital.
of Taiwan.
Okay. What?
Oh, it's you. No, you already won, Chari. So that's,
Okay. But we will acknowledge that
we'll
you got
acknowledge that you
the
got the answer
correctly.
correctly.
But
You're
you only
very
get
fast.
one voucher.
You
I'm
only
so sorry.
get one voucher. Okay, another question for the trivia. Okay. Okay, this one. What was the former name of Taiwan?
Okay. What's the former name of Taiwan?
Former name.
Okay, I'm seeing a lot of Tainan. Tainan, no, it's not.
We are already. Chari already answered.
It's
but
the
she only
former
get
capital, but what is the former
name of
Taiwan?
Taiwan before it was known as. Oh.
Okay.
Wow! Congratulations. We have Ralph Gerard Bolina Sangalang.
Okay,
It is
congratulations,
Formosa.
Ralph. Okay, you get a 1,500 worth of voucher.
Congratulations.
Okay, Formosa.
It is Formosa.
Okay.
Taiwan was known as Formosa before. Okay, now let's move on to the questions by our viewers.
Okay.
We're still curating them.
Okay, I saw a question about scholarships again. Maybe we should invite our
Okay,
guests
so we
here
have a
with us
question
if
by
they have
Rayma
questions.
Bell Adonis. Can we scroll? Rayma Bell Adonis was asking about scholarships, especially in the business course. So we were calling again our guests
Okay.
to help us answer your questions.
So again, if you have questions that you think they can answer, please comment down below.
Yeah.
Okay, so about scholarships.
About scholarships.
Okay. Well, you asked regarding scholarships in terms of business courses, right? So actually, there's no specific scholarship for business courses, but you do have what I mentioned before, the 4 scholarships that you can avail. So each of those scholarships can cover a wide range of programs that you can take in Taiwan. So especially the MOE. The MOE is very vast in terms of programs that you can take. So you can check out the website and see if the scholarship is eligible for that specific program. So yeah.
Okay, thank you again. Also, in addition, so it's mostly about university scholarship, right? If it's asking about business courses.
Yeah.
So you have the university scholarship, and then you also have the incentives coming from the department itself. So make sure to inquire.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Let's look for any more questions. Okay, so don't worry because we are taking notes of all of your questions so we can answer them the next coming days. Okay. So if you have any questions that you think they can answer, feel free to comment down below. Okay, so there is a question by Angeline Duro. Okay, so what are the pros and cons in studying Taiwan? But you already asked a question a while ago, right? So you only get one voucher. But of course, we'll answer that for the sake of everyone. What are the pros and cons of studying in Taiwan? You know, let's do it this way. Pros and cons of studying in Taiwan. Let's give one each, right? All of
Okay,
us.
one each,
All of
one
us will
each.
give one each.
We'll start with Dr. Roby.
Okay, so the first one, the pro would be they have really good research facilities here. And then for the cons, you really need to make your life easier here in Taiwan. You really need to adjust to the language. Yeah, probably very good to learn Mandarin when you come here. But it's okay, they offer free Mandarin courses.
Okay.
Let's go to
Then
Joaquin.
let's go to Joaquin. Come here in the center.
Okay. So pros, well, it's very convenient to live here in Taiwan. The transportation is great. Cons, when it's summer, it's really humid. Yeah.
More humid than the Philippines, actually, based
Yeah.
on our...
Yeah, in our experience. And Ina,
Okay.
here in the middle, please.
Pros will be convenient transportation. Cons, it's maybe language barrier.
Yes.
What about you?
Me. For the pros, definitely the transportation. I really love the transportation. It's very accessible, easy, and safe. For the cons, I would have to agree with everyone here. It's the language. I mean, the people are friendly. They would really help you if you ask questions, like directions. But yeah, there's a gap there.
Okay. So in addition to what they said, I think one of the pros of studying here in Taiwan is that not only you get to interact with Taiwanese people, but there's also a wide range of international students here in Taiwan. So it's like, it's really multicultural. It's becoming more and more multicultural as time goes. And then for the cons, yes, definitely the language. But if you're studying in an English taught program, then it's no problem for you. But you have to take it upon yourself to learn some of the few basic phrases for your own survival.
Okay, so we have a question by Kyle Balingit. How is the usual living costs on top of expenses covered by the scholarship?
So first, we have to consider what scholarship,
Yeah.
right?
So it now depends on what scholarship you applied for, which also depends on your program.
So maybe let's start with university scholarships.
Yes.
Right?
So this is now like based on experience. I am a university scholar. I am a scholar here in one of the universities here in Taiwan. They actually covered my tuition fees and other fees, but I have to pay the dorm when I was in masters. This is when I was in masters. I had to pay my dorm and of course the NHI, the insurance, health insurance card. So I had to pay that, but I had allowance provided by my advisor, of course, but while also working as an RA in the lab at the same time. So for the living costs, if you're really frugal, actually 6,000, you can just live off with the 6,000 NTD. I mean, I don't have a life. So when I was in my master's degree, I just like dorm, lab, eat, sleep. So yeah, I get to save up. But once you get to save up, you can enjoy. Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
the living cost is
around
6 to 10,000 a month
you know,
without the transportation.
it really depends on the scholarship. Like she said, she's coming from a university scholarship. As an MOE scholar, they pay for our tuition fee, and then the rest of the expenses are covered by the university, except for the insurance and then some miscellaneous fees. But they also give an allowance of 20,000 NTD a month, so that helps with the other bills. So I am living outside the campus, so I am renting my own place. You'll definitely find a really good one-bedroom apartment here for
Yeah.
maybe 5 to 8K
a month.
NTD.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then for the food, I think 5K NTD is already too much.
Too much,
especially if
yeah.
you like to cook.
Yeah.
So definitely the allowance is a big help.
It could cover the living
It can
expenses.
cover, and you have more to explore. And
yeah.
like I said, you can do part-time job.
Yes.
Right?
So
To engage more.
we actually have a question for Dr. Rovi. It's from I saw it a while ago. Someone was asking here by Mario Bebita Jr. So to Dr. Rovi, come here at the center, Dr. Rovi. What do you think the Philippines should improve with our education system?
Oh wow, that's a
It's a very
hard question, but very good question.
yeah.
So back when I was doing my bachelor's here in the Philippines, basically the education is very similar, especially now in the Philippines we have the K to 12. So the number of years education, it's really similar. They also have senior, junior, and senior high school here. But in regards maybe you're asking particularly in research, I think the fundamental research system here is well funded by the government. In fact, all the world-class facilities that I mentioned earlier, the supercomputers, synchrotron, all of them are funded by the government. So they very big amount of government budget for basic research as well. So I think that's it. Maybe more funding.
Definitely, the funds are really important because sometimes the opportunities are there, the students are there, the participants, but sometimes it's the lack of funding that makes it difficult, for sure. Okay, especially for courses, sciences courses, technology, funding is really important. Okay, so we will be addressing more questions, so keep them coming. Okay.
There's some minor.
Oh, okay. So, are we okay? Okay. Okay, so we have a question by Samuel Sanchez. He asked if, for the theses, do we do it solo or by group? Okay, so this is for graduate studies.
What about for doctor? Go first.
Well, of course, doctoral and, this applies for all graduate studies, for master's and PhD. You have to do it solo. Yes. Oh.
We're having just a little bit of technical
A little bit of
difficulties,
technical
so-
difficulties. Okay. And we also have another question by Stephen. By Stephen de los Reyes Rica Frente. What are the usual part-time jobs for students there, and how easy it is to apply for them?
Okay, I think I can answer this one as I am doing a part-time job. I teach English in
Yes.
different cram schools here, so you can also do that. You can do a one-on-one tutoring, or you can do a classroom-based setting.
Yes, you can. It's mostly teaching here.
It's mostly teaching.
Tutorings. It's quite easy. There's a lot of language centers that are actually looking for English tutors.
Yes.
Yes. So you can apply there, and of course, you have to secure first your working permit from your university.
And if you know how to speak Chinese, then it will be easier for you to find jobs.
Yes.
Sure.
So another question by Jade Angela Velasco. She asked what does Taiwan have to offer that has not been offered in the Philippines in the courses, in a matter of courses? Okay, in my case, I am taking biomedical science. We don't really have extensive laboratories or course for biomedical science research, specifically cancer research in the Philippines. We have genomics lab, of course. We have also cancer research, but not the one that I'm really passionate about. So in Taiwan, because of their advanced technology, they can offer me advanced equipments for my study. So that's one of the things that Taiwan have, the Philippines has yet to have.
Okay, for comparison, I think it's about the program. So if the program that you're eyeing for is not available in the Philippines, then of course you can check it here in Taiwan.
Yes.
And I think it's not really just about which is better, Taiwan or doing your studies in the Philippines. It's about the study abroad journey. Because when you study abroad, not only will you be focusing on your degree, but you also have that sense of independence, right?
Yeah.
You'll meet a lot of people, you're starting from scratch, so there is this new sense of responsibility for you, and it's really helpful.
Yeah. So we have a question by Queenie De Vera. She asked if there's an entrance fee to go into a university. So this actually depends. I tried applying for NTU before, but yeah, they have to ask me for an entrance fee of around 4,000 NTD. So that was quite expensive for me, so I did not continue or pursue my application there. But it's really up to you, because NTU is one of the top 100 schools, so it's also a good opportunity for you. So when I applied to my university now, there's no entrance fee. I just have to apply an online registration, complete the requirements, and wait for the results if I got accepted or not. And I also have to apply for the scholarship at the same time of my application for the university. So, yes.
Okay, great.
We already answered her question. Can we have... Okay.
Should we get this one?
Can
By Raymabel Adonis. What have you most enjoyed at school? So this is pretty much subjective. So I
Yeah.
think since there's 5 of us here.
Okay, so maybe I could start first. So this actually depends on the location of your university. I am lucky enough to be enrolled in a university where I can see both the mountain and the ocean at the same time. So I get to enjoy. It has a really scenic view, beautiful sunset. So yeah, I am more of a nature person as an introvert. You don't expect me hosting, right? but yeah, it depends. Like if you like the city life more, we have a lot of universities in the middle of the cities, but we also have universities situated near the mountains or near the ocean, and it's really perfect. It now depends on what you prefer.
What about Joaquin?
So for me, it's about meeting new people. Like I meet people from different backgrounds, so I get exposed to their respective cultures, and it really opens my mind. It broadens my horizons, and I get to understand the world better through their lenses. So yeah.
What about Dr. Ravi?
In school, what I've enjoyed most is the Dragon Boat, the Dragon Boat team. I've met a lot of people, experienced a lot of cultures, Western and Eastern, from different Western and Eastern countries, and then sports as well, like cycling and windsurfing.
Okay, what about Ina?
For me, I think it's also the building relationship with a lot of different students coming from different countries. So in my personally in my laboratory, we have students from all around the world. I think we have students from India, from Pakistan, from Sri Lanka, from Indonesia. So it's fun to learn other cultures from them.
Okay, so I have to second Ina's answer, especially coming from international relations background. Studying here in Taiwan, it has a multicultural environment like what I've mentioned a while ago. So in our classroom, we get different perspectives of culture, of politics. So it's really good. It really gives you, it broadens your horizons for sure.
Yes, so now we're down to our final 2 questions. So there is a question by Jade Angela Velasco. She was asking if there is an average grade that we need to maintain for our scholarship. Well, yes, of course. For our scholarship, we need to maintain around 80% of our grade to keep our scholarship. The universities would check on your performance every semester. So yeah, you really have to study hard. But you can, based on experience, you can really balance it well. The fun, the studying. Yeah.
Really, it's just proper time management.
Yeah, I think it applies to all universities and other scholarship, government scholarships as well. It has to be around 80%.
Yeah, there's
or
always
above.
a condition, so you might want to inquire.
Yeah, I meant to inquire further on that and also on your prospective university. So for our final question, we have by John Basilan. He was asking if MOE doesn't recognize a school as an international school, like what to do. Then again, we already mentioned that you only have to, how do I say this, to give a proof that your previous undergraduate university has been taught in English. Yeah, so you just have to do that. They don't really require it. You have to be an international school.
Yeah.
No, there's no such requirement for you. Yes.
As long as they think that you are capable of going through with the program with your language knowledge.
With your
then
language
you'll be
knowledge
fine.
on your course, and of course in your university perspective.
Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. To the
I
other
would like to-
questions.
can I?
Oh, there's okay, sure. Do we still have more slots for more questions or?
The art. People talking about things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like Hold on for a
Can
minute.
we do one more? One more question.
Okay, we have a question by...
Can you please scroll down?
Okay, thank you.
Ah,
Okay,
that
stop,
one.
stop. Higher a little.
The art-related
Yeah,
question.
we have a question by Marwin. Higher.
Higher.
Stop.
Okay.
Marwin
Okay. Hi,
Pokis.
Marwin.
Hi, Marwin. So, you asked if there are any art-related courses in Taiwan, since, of course, we've been mostly talking about sciences, technology, and medicine. So, yes, there are art-related courses in Taiwan. As I have said in my introduction, there we have about 40 universities for the entirety of the program of the fair that would have each university representatives, and you'd get to ask your questions and their programs. So there are arts, but yes, science, technology, and medicine are really good here in Taiwan. So we are endorsing that. And as a fellow biomedical PhD student, yes.
So this is only the first day of the fair. So
Yeah.
you will learn more in the coming days.
So thank you, our guests,
Thank you
for
to our
being
guests.
with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your insightful presentations and for answering important questions.
Okay, so for the other questions, don't worry because we will be taking notes of all of them, so we will be able to answer them in the entirety of the fair.
Yes. So congratulations to all our winners. We have
Congratulations.
listed down your names. Please message the Facebook page, message them your email and your name so that you can claim your e-gift vouchers.
So don't worry, we have a list of the winners,
We
but
have the
make
list
sure
of the
to send us a message on Facebook to learn how to claim your prize.
Okay, so our next event will be on October 1st and 2nd, and where you'll get the chance to know more about, again, the 40 universities here in Taiwan, including their admission process, their available courses, and scholarships.
And aside from that, we will also have our weekly lottery draw. So make sure to register in the link that we will provide. So you have a chance to win amazing prizes and gifts.
Yes, every week, winning lottery every week.
Every
Isn't
week.
that amazing? Right, so thank you so much, everyone, for coming to this live stream. And that concludes the first day of our education fair. Thank you for being with us today, and we hope we answered some of your questions.
So once again,
thank you, and hope to see you here in Taiwan.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day, everyone. Good job.